My mother-in-law asked me to wear her wedding dress. I refused, and now my fiancé won't speak to me, even after discovering she'd secretly altered my custom gown without permission while I was at my father's funeral. When Ben proposed last year, his mother Caroline immediately appointed herself wedding planner. At first, I appreciated her enthusiasm. Her planning a wedding while finishing medical residency wasn't ideal timing, but her help quickly became control. The breaking point came with my wedding dress. I'd saved for years to afford my dream gown pair in a modern, sleek design that reflected my personality. When I showed Caroline photos after ordering it, her smile tightened. But I always imagined my son's bride would wear my dress. It's a family tradition. She retrieved a yellowed gown from her attic, teared a massive 1980s creation with puffy sleeves, heavy beading, and a cathedral train. It was beautifully preserved, but absolutely not my style. It's lovely for you, I said gently, but I've already ordered my dress. For weeks, she mentioned her dress in every conversation, how her mother had worn it, how she'd kept it perfect for her son's bride, how disappointed she was that family traditions meant nothing to me. Ben stayed frustratingly neutral. Just humor her a little, he'd say. She's excited about the wedding. 2 months before our wedding, my father had a sudden heart attack. I flew home for his funeral, devastated. Ben couldn't get away from work, but promised to handle wedding details while I was gone. When I returned a week later, I found Caroline in our apartment with my wedding dress box open on the dining table. She froze when she saw me. What are you doing? I asked, my grief momentarily suspended by confusion. Just checking the sizing, she said quickly. I was worried with everything happening you might forget alterations. Something felt wrong, but exhausted from grief and travel, I didn't press further. Yesterday, I finally had the energy to try on my dress and discovered it had been completely altered. The sleek silhouette was gone, replaced with an awkward hybrid that incorporated lace and beading from Caroline's gown. The modern neckline had been covered with a high collar identical to her dress. When confronted, Caroline admitted she'd brought her seamstress friend to improve my dress while I was at my father's funeral. Ben was with them and had approved the changes. We thought you'd appreciate not having to worry about alterations, she explained, and this way the tradition is honored while you still get to wear your dress. I was speechless. Through tears, I told them both that I would never wear the mutilated gown. Caroline then suggested as if doing me a favor that I could just wear her original dress instead. Ben exploded when I refused, accusing me of being ungrateful, inflexible, and disrespectful to his family traditions. He hasn't spoken to me since yesterday, and the wedding is 3 weeks away. Last night I called the original designer in tears. She was horrified and offered to rush a replacement at cost. I immediately placed the order using my emergency savings. I am now sitting in my apartment surrounded by wedding RSVPs, wondering if there will even be a wedding. My father won't be there to walk me down the aisle, and my dress and the one thing I had control over was violated during my darkest moment. Some people see a wedding as a family tradition. I see it as the beginning of a partnership based on respect, I know, which matters more to me.